perform the very first spoken video on the Cliff City label is Mr. David Jones.
But what I want to do right now, ladies and gentlemen, is I want to take you back in history. Is that all right? I want to take y'all back to the year 1968. I can remember it vividly in my mind, especially the day when my grandmother came into our room with tears in her eyes. And she said to us that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had been assassinated. This really changed the course of black history. Did y'all realize that? Well, here we are tonight, over 35 years later, and I've come to give you a progress report on the state of the black nation. I want to let you know tonight, church, that the struggle continues at every level. But deep inside of us, ways to better ourselves, for goodness sake. We've won battles, but the war is still at stake. And in the 35th year of the deceasement of the leader whose fight was never dormant, voices say to me the things I'm telling you. Change has yet to prove it plans to make a move. So it's up to you and me as individuals to help society. Let's form original solutions and answers to major problems. Put on our thinking caps, begin to solve differences of opinion. Opinions, they're not facts. At times they can hold us back and cause us to react hostile toward another person with a different skin. We've got to work together. That's all I'm saying. Now let me hear y'all say we.
We.
Say we've got.
We've got.
Say we've got to work together.
We've got to work together.
You know why? Because times are getting critical. Like the politically elected, we should be protected from these terrorists. Their plans don't include harmony. The thought of peace, has got to be the farthest thing perceivable to people whose viewpoints are distorted. Their sanity's aborted. Common sense has long departed from their memory. Do you remember me when I said voices talking to me almost endlessly? They tell me you're a child of God, so get the message out. And if you have to shout, know what you're talking about. Because the people pay attention to the things I say. That's why I try not to make statements I'll regret one day. I lecture mostly on the facts. I seldom speculate. Let it be known, child of God, I'm here to motivate you to become a better person. Lift your self-esteem. If we work together, we'll accomplish many of our dreams. Now let me hear y'all say we.
We.
Say we've got.
We've got.
Say we've got to work together.
We've got to work together.
Before I leave tonight, I just want to let y'all know this one thing, that I'm a messenger. Like Henry Kissinger, I'm an advisor, and if you listen, you'll gain a lot of insight. Cherish your freedom, recruit the youth, and help me lead them to a life that's positive. Example is the key. Youth are influenced by people like you and me. So let's move forward. It's like I told you, voices guided me. One Christian soldier to start a movement, a major mission. Brothers and sisters united to form a coalition whose main purpose is to eliminate distorted views and many forms of hate. So those in favor of our strategy should pledge allegiance and join God's army. You're inexperienced? It doesn't matter. Long as you're loyal. Long as you're loyal, we can work together. I want everybody within the sound of my voice to stand to your feet right now, please. And let me hear you say we.
We.
Say, we've got. Say, we've got to work together. One more time, say we. In the words of the immortal Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we've got to work together. You may be seated in the presence of God and man. On behalf of Minority Television, Syndication, and Creative Touch Videos, Tara and myself would like to thank y'all for coming out tonight and forgive me for tripping over this stool. Amen? Hope y'all enjoy the rest of the show.